Now that we've talked about programming a linear weld, it's now time to program a weave weld. First of all, we're going to go to our editor screen. And now we're going to go select program. Here we're going to go new. Now we're going to name our program. It's important to remember the robot doesn't accept spaces. For this instance, I'm using underscore. Just name my program. Weave underscore weld. Right, I'm going to OK that. Now, I'm in my timeline, a blank timeline. Now we're going to start adding our movements. So, like in the linear weld, it's important to add a home movement so that the robot is clear of any obstacles on its return home. Okay, so that I'm going to use my dead man. In my manual guided teaching, I'm just going to move it to where I'm comfortable of a home position. So I'm pretty comfortable there with a home position. So I'm going to go to my programming menu and I'm going to insert a move J. It's a drag and drop technique. A move J will make the robot take its quickest path to get to its location. And now I'm going to bring the robot down towards my piece. It's important that we don't have the robot near to its start weld, as there could be obstacles like clamps and so on and so forth. So I'm happy enough for that. This time I'm going to add a move L. This will take the desired approach which I've just programmed it. Unlike the move J, it will not take the quickest path. It will go directly the way I've just taught it. So once again, I'm going to drag and drop it. Once I'm happy enough for that, that's that. Now I'm going to go back to my manual guided teaching. This time I'm going to use rotation. This will allow me to rotate around my TCP in order to get me that correct work angle, like so. It's important as welders that we have the correct work angle so that the weld forms correctly. So once I'm happy with that, I can start moving into my pre-weld position, like so. So I'm going to use translation this time, which only moves my X, Y, and Z, so I don't lose that correct work angle, like so. Okay. Just turn it there. Once I'm happy enough for that, now I'm going to incorporate the weave element of it. For this, I'm going to go down to Art Tool, and now I'm going to put in basic weave. Simple like again, just dragging and drop. Okay. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to teach that. So you tap on the front of it, and I'm going to click touch up, start position. This knows that the weld will start at that position that I've just taught it. Okay, touch up current position. Yes, I want to. Like I said previously, it's important about travel speeds. By default, or a good rule of thumb, is always 30 centimeters a minute. So that's what I'm going to do. Change it to 30 centimeters a minute. Okay. And obviously my linear movements, we need to change that to 30 centimeters a minute, which I'm going to do now. Okay. Okay. Once I'm happy with that now, it is time to incorporate my end. What I'm going to do now is incorporate the call signals. This will now enable the welder to weld the position. So once again, just going to drag in and drop that, and I'm going to click into that. It's important that we click during the program name, that we click start weld. Okay. Once that is in place, I'm now going to drag my robot to its end position. Once again, I'm going to go into custom this time, and I'm going to only enable the Y direction. This means that I will not lose my working angle, but it will only go in the Y direction. Okay, like so. Okay, you see here, I can put it that way, I can push it up or down. The robot won't move, it will only move in this direction here. Okay, so once I'm happy enough for that, once again, I'm going to go back to my programming, and I'm going to incorporate my end position. So I'm going to go back into the welding details, and this time I'm going to go end position. So I'm going to touch up that end position like so. Okay, and then on the outside of this, I'm going to go back to my programming menu, and I'm going to call after my weave bracket. This is going to be named as stop weld. Okay, and I'm going to incorporate then another L movement after the stop weld, like there, such there. Okay, and then I'm finally going to add a movement away from the piece so that when the robot moves away, it doesn't crash or collide. Okay, so this is going to be a move L. So once again, I'm going to go into my free movement because I know there's no obstacles in my way. So like so, just going to bring the robot up to there. And once again, drag and drop effect, like so. Okay, and I'm going to add one last move L, and I'm going to name this position 1. This means that it's going to take the coordinates of the home system. So once we've done all that, it is now time to look at our circular welds.